Thank you for tuning in to the Shakaama Live Show with your host, Shakaama. Now for something a little bit lighter. I'm joking, but it's lighter than my last video, which talked about the death penalty. Now we're going to talk about the friend zone. And I'm going to show you, young man, that the friend zone is a feminist ideology that is completely made up. You have crushes, people that you crush on. It might be an older woman, or if you're a female, an older man, and you have a crush on them. It goes one way. And the other person might not even be aware that you have a crush on them. You know, you might be a secret admirer. Nowadays, they call that stalking. But in the olden days, it was called a secret admirer. And it was always innocent, and it was always mainly some guy that was younger than the woman, right? So the feminist, follow me here. I'm an intellectual, so you have to be intellectual when you watch my videos, okay? So I'm going to require of you a little bit more intelligence than public school requires of you. And yes, I am a snob. When you have a situation where you are crushing on somebody and they don't return your interest, the feminists now call that the friend zone. This wasn't made up by men. No. A lot of things are made up by feminists and you just don't know it. You know, you're falling into the trap of being feminized by the feminists. There's no such thing as a friend zone. The definition of friend zone is that you have a crush on a girl and she says, let's just be friends. Now there's girls who say that. But in reality, there's no such thing as a guy and a girl just being friends. When you get older, you might understand that. Now there is no situation that if I were in control of the situation or control of the circumstance, that she wouldn't fall in love with you or have sex with you. So if the end goal is having sex with you, I could make her have sex with you. I could put you two in a situation and she would voluntarily have sex with you. No, I'm not talking about date rape or anything gruesome like that or anything like that. I know human behavior. I know sexual human behavior. So if your end goal is to have sex with her, I could put you into a situation where she would voluntarily come on to you and voluntarily want to have sex with you. I don't care how geeky you are. I don't care how fat you are. I don't care how many pimples you have. Did you hear me? All of these negative things that people think that they have, completely bypassed. Why? Because human nature is to have sex with each other, guy and girl. Human nature. I know that you've been told that, oh, homosexuals are born this way. Oh, lesbians need to have love with, and they only love. I could make a lesbian have sex with you. You don't believe me? Just try me. You'll have to pay me though. and I'm not kidding. I have studied a little bit of psychology. Let me say, I've studied a lot of psychology. I could probably test for a license, I believe. Now, let's take a look at this feminist creation called friend zone. I say it doesn't exist. You have been taught that it does exist. Now, is there an ulterior motive? The ulterior motive is for men to stop liking women. Does that sound shocking to you? I want you to carry the whole friend zone to the extreme. If you believe in friend zone, that literally means that you will give up on dating a woman or having sex with a woman. Now, if you are the type that has two girls who put you into the friend zone, you will then eventually give up on women. And don't think that this is some creation out of your own mind, and that then you will then approach all women with this defeated or defeatist attitude that women don't like you and that you're a friend zone type of guy. It is ingrained and put upon you to think this way. It is not real. Erase it out of your head. It does not exist. Remember, I said that if I could put you into a situation where she would want to date you or have sex with you, no matter how geeky or whatever negative notion that you have of yourself. Don't you know that women have the same sort of self-esteem problems? Where does this attitude come from? Now, we don't put friend zone mostly on men. Why? Because we want to make sure that the woman is the one who has the power. Understand that one. Think about that one just for a second. When we talk about friend zone, we're talking about a woman having the upper hand on a man, right? That's all that we're talking about. We're not talking about a man having the upper hand on a woman. We're talking about a woman having the control to say, nope, I don't like you. I would never have sex with you. I would never kiss you. I would never hug you. I would never date you. That's what we're talking about, right? Let's get down to brass tacks. It is a feminist notion that has been, inceptioned into your head, that the woman is in control, when in fact, the very opposite is true. If you're young, I want you to listen to me right now. It is the woman that chases the man, not the other way around. In the movies, the man chases the woman, but not so. Let's think about this. Let's say you're 21, 22. Let's take a man, let's take a woman. They prepare to go to the local meat market, which we call a bar. What does the man do? He takes a shower and gets dressed and goes. Maybe he has a little nightcap before the bar, right? What does the woman do? She goes shopping to buy a new dress, to buy new shoes, to buy a new purse, to buy new perfume, to buy new makeup. She takes a shower, then she puts on the makeup, the new dress, the new shoes, blah, 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 yada, 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 perfumes herself the whole 9 yards, has her hair done that day. Then she gets all dressed up with the hair, the makeup, the perfume, and she goes out. Who is trying to attract whom? The woman is trying to attract the man. And she is competing against other women. For all of these movies and commercials and TV shows that you see, where the girls are standing in the group and they're acting all highfalutin, what have you, first of all, that's a defense mechanism. They stand in groups to protect themselves so that their ego is not pooped upon. And of course, the feminists have gained control of entertainment, and it's always the guy who approaches the woman, when in fact that is not so. The most popular guy in school has women going after him. The most popular girl in school dates and tries to attract the most popular group of guys in school. The most popular guy in school doesn't really have to do anything. Think about that. Throughout history, it has been the woman who tries to attract the man with the perfume and the dresses and what have you. The man doesn't do anything. It is the man who has been in control. The feminists are trying desperately to rewrite history, to rewrite the entire social aspect of attracting a mate, to the point where they are saying men should be killed. Go watch my video about that one. Men are dogs. Men are terrible. Men are awful. Men are rapists. This is the feminist ongoing instruction to you over and over and over. And the dumbed down, watered down, young version of that is the friend zone. You know, that doesn't exist over the age of about 25. Over the age of 25, if a woman tells you she doesn't see you that way, she's history. She's gone. You don't give her another thought. And really, I don't believe she would say that, because she would know that she would be history. because you're in the adult world. She has to compete with every woman out there, every race, every color, creed, every bust size, everything. Why do women get breast enlargements? To draw attention of men. Do men get bigger breasts? I know there's such things as the muscle implants and what have you. A lot of times that's the man's personal own phobias or their own self-image. For the most part, men walk around with a big gut and what have you. They are fine with that. And you do see that the men with a big gut don't care, and they attract the most amount of women. Why? Because they are confident. And that's the bottom line of the whole friend zone. To take away your confidence. The biggest attractiveness of a man is his confidence. I also say there's no such thing as an alpha male. I've gotten into very heated arguments over this. There is no such thing as an alpha male. A scrawny, geeky, 100-pound man can have just as much confidence as the 240-pound, 6'2" muscle man. It has nothing to do with his outer appearance or anything like that. It's just confidence. Now, I don't know if you could tell by watching my videos, but I am very confident, and I am intimidating to a lot of women. Women come up to me and say, what would I have to offer in a relationship with you? I don't feel confident. Of course, they don't come out and say that. They come out and say, ooh, nervous laughter, you know, the whole time that I talk to them. And I, of course, drop them like a bad habit if they don't appear smart or intelligent or anything like that. I cannot stand anybody stupid, in a man or a woman. So my woman has to be just as smart as me. And I like it that way. Get it, put it out of your head about the friend zone. There is no such thing as a friend zone. It is a device to take away your confidence and to take away your dating capability and your attractiveness. Because what happens? You believe in your head that you are no longer attractive to women, and then you go off doing whatever weird stuff that the consequence of that thinking gets you. Think like an adult man. If some woman says she only wants to be friends with you, more than likely, now my response would be like, my friends have penises. I don't want a friend with a female. As weird as or strange as that sound, I would say that to somebody who told me. If I was trying to pursue them, if I was legitimately trying to pursue them and they told me they just want to be friends, I would literally say, my friends have penises. I don't want friendship with you. I want something else. Bye. And that would be the end of it. She could not ever overcome having said that. There are consequences to things said. At least to me, there's consequences. I know there's a lot of men out there who don't have the confidence that I do, and they would be right back under her wing if she said anything even remotely attractive to him, right? I did this at work. Well, I didn't do this at work. I didn't say anything to her. I completely ignored her, and it got on her nerves so much that she had a complete drama breakdown in the work cafeteria and saying, why haven't you talked to me? And I said point blank, you said you didn't want it to have anything to do with me. Well, I meant, you know what, there's no taking that back. I'm a grown man. You don't want me. There are other women who probably think I'm hella cute. Confidence. Thank you for watching the Shakaama live show.